Hello and welcome to this introductory video for the project to amend the city zoning ordinance. We appreciate you taking some time to learn about the project and what it means for you and your property. We've tried to provide answers to what we think will be the most common questions that come up during these presentations, but if after watching you still have questions, we invite you to contact a staff member at the Planning Division. We want to make sure that you have the answers that you need. What we'll cover in this brief video is an introduction to the project and process we've gone through to get to this point. The zoning ordinance actually starts with the comprehensive plan. A plan reflects what the citizens of the community want to see happen in their town. City staff and planning and zoning commissioners spend a lot of time meeting with citizens, researching local and national trends, looking at data, etc., and then write a plan with policies that reflect what they've learned and heard from citizens. The comprehensive plan is a great guide, but it's not the law. The law is contained in codes and ordinances such as a zoning ordinance, a subdivision ordinance, or a sign code. The zoning ordinance should reflect the principles and policies of the comprehensive plan. Our current comprehensive plan has been in place since 2013. So for this project, to look at the zoning ordinance, we started with an audit or diagnosis of the zoning ordinance with Cushlan & Associates. The point of the diagnosis was to see how the code compared with the comprehensive plan. What we learned is that there are a lot of policies in the plan that were not reflected in the code. Also, we recognize that the ordinance has been basically the same since the 1960s and really hasn't kept up with the new trends and changes in the way that development happens. That being said, as we looked at changes, we didn't want to be so drastic in what we wrote that existing development would be at risk. So we've tried to find a balance between protecting the old while accommodating the new. One of the ways we accomplished this was by combining staff efforts and reviews with a steering committee made up of representatives of groups who use the code on a regular basis, such as designers, architects, engineers, and developers. We combined all of that review and consideration with the many years of public input that we've received from citizens, as well as input from the Planning and Zoning Commission and the City Council. The public will continue to have the chance to comment on this zoning ordinance during this outreach period and during at least 2 public hearings, one with the Planning and Zoning Commission and one with the City Council. We really do want to know your thoughts, concerns, and questions so that we can get this right. In our video series, we'll have a different presentation for each of the following topics: low-density residential zoning, medium and higher density residential zoning, commercial zoning, industrial and special purpose zoning, and a new zone that we are introducing called the traditional neighborhood. As I mentioned, we want to make sure that you have the answers to your questions. If you want to talk with a staff member in the Planning Division, please call the number listed on the screen and we'll do our best to assist you. Thank you so much again for taking some time to learn about this project.